Big Buck Registry's Hunter Highlight Series. Real life, real hunters like you. This week's guest, Billy DAW from Wheelchair Outdoors. Big Buck Registry is a virtual museum of hunting stories. We preserve a piece of Americana by interviewing and recording hunters about their hunts and experiences from across the country. And who knows, maybe we'll learn a thing or two along the way that'll help us take our hunt to the next level.
Hi, I'm Greg Ritz with Hunt Masters. You're listening to one of my favorite podcasts on iTunes, the Big Buck Registry, Big Buck Podcast.
Billy, welcome to the Big Buck Registry's Big Buck Podcast.
Hi.
What's happening?
Not much. Just hanging out a little.
That's cool. Billy, tell us where you're physically located right now.
I am in a part of North Carolina called Gillville, that is spelled Deville.
Okay.
It's a real country part of North Carolina. There's fields everywhere. I have one in front of my house and behind my house.
Gotcha. So you're a Tar Heels fan.
I am.
Okay. I've seen pictures on Facebook of you with lots of Tar Heel attire.
Yes, sir.
So I can only assume you're one of their biggest fans.
Yes, sir.
All right. Billy, the reason you're here tonight is because you submitted a nice buck to the Big Buck Registry. And I want to get into all the little details about that story in just a little bit. And Dusty's going to be the man to kind of walk us through that play by play. But I want to know more about you. You've got a fairly unique situation going on in your life, and you don't let it stop you. Tell us about that whole experience.
Do you want to know what my disability is and all that?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, first of all, whenever I was born with a spinal problem called spina bifida.
Yep.
This happens to be in my lumbar 1 and 2, which paralyzes me from the waist down.
Gotcha.
I have no function of my legs at all. Also, whenever I was born, I had water on the brain, which is hydrocephalus.
Okay.
I have a tube running from the back of my head to my heart, pumping the water away from my brain.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, that does not stop you from pursuing the things you love, specifically hunting in this case that we're interested in. Well, what other things do you like to do?
I'm a big basketball fan. I play whenever I get the chance. I love to hunt. I love to fish. Anything outdoors, basically, I love it. It's just nature, trees, the different kind of animals you see out in the open, and just what their habitats are and how they do. It's
Gotcha.
just interesting.
That's awesome. Now, how much can you bench press?
Last time I did 155 8 times.
Holy smokes!
Wow.
That might hurt me if I tried that right now.
Well, I'm kind of down too with the medical issues, so I haven't been able to be in the gym for a few months.
Right.
I'm ready to go.
Ready to get back to the gym, start working out again.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. I did see a picture of you bench pressing, and it did not look like a small amount of weight. So that must have been the 155 you're training with.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. All right, so tell us how you got into hunting in the first place.
I moved into this little part of North Carolina about 13 years ago. And before then, I was a young guy who grew up with 2 sisters. I didn't know anything about guns, nothing about hunting, or even had I didn't even want to go hunting until I came here.
Okay.
Well, here, my stepdad, he's got 3 sons. Well, one of them loves to go hunting. And out of nowhere, one day, he's like, "Hey, you want to go hunting with me?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And ever since then, I've been hooked. It's like a sickness. It's whenever it gets you, it hits your heart.
Absolutely, it does.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. Billy, how old are you now?
I am 22. I will be 23 on July 2nd.
Okay. So how many years have you been hunting now?
I would say about at least 8 years.
8 years.
By the time I've been here, yes.
Gotcha. Very cool. Now, I'm going to have Dusty walk us through like your gear setup and everything else, but what challenges do you have when it's time to go hunting?
Challenges that I have are if the terrain is not right, I'm capable of getting stuck.
Okay.
But like having the certain amount of camouflage, like I can't get into like the tree stand or anything like that.
Okay.
So I bought me a ground blind, which helps a lot.
Gotcha. Now, do you go in by yourself, or do you have somebody that goes with you?
I have somebody that goes with me for just in case something bad goes down, like a bear comes out and I can't shoot it, or I get stuck and need some help.
Right. Or you shoot something so big that it's going to take a party to drag it out anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. So you get out into the field and you have a motorized chair, correct?
Yes, sir, I do.
And that helps you get over the terrain somewhat, but there's still challenges to roll over some of the probably larger obstacles, sticks and rocks and stuff like that. But you still get there.
Yes, sir, I do.
Yes, you do. That's the beauty of this whole thing. So you don't let it stop you. I love that. Let's run down your gear check. And I want Dusty to kind of take a little bit of this and start running down the equipment that you use head to toe and find out if you use scents, all that kind of stuff. Because there's a reason that you were able to shoot a deer, and I want to find out how you did it.
All right. Well, I'm willing to share that with you.
Excellent.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about using any kind of cover scent down there, Billy.
I don't use it very often, but this time I did because I killed this up around rut season. What I did was I took a stick that had like some leaves and stuff on it, and we put it at the corner of the field on the other side of the path or one of the paths I was facing. So we sprayed it with the deer scent and waited for maybe about 2 hours or so, and he came out.
So he come out to a limb that you put out there with some deer scent on it. Think that coached him out for you to get a shot on him?
I would say so because he walked right to it. I mean, just beautiful. He just walked right to it like it was nothing.
Right. Do you know exactly what kind of scent that was that you put on that limb?
I just know it was some kind of doe urine.
Doe and estrus or something like that, doe and heat or something. Yeah. Right on. Tell us a little bit about tell us what kind of camouflage that you wear down there in North Carolina, Billy.
Tell you what, sir?
Are you able to wear a camouflage when you're hunting?
Yeah, it's actually quite funny. Me being in a wheelchair,
right.
Every clothing I wear looks normal. So I actually went to Walmart and bought a pair of camouflage pajama pants,
right,
and a camouflage jacket,
right,
and that's what I wear hunting. I mean, because they look like regular pants on me.
Right, you got to get what fits you the best, you know.
Yes, sir.
Right on. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, and that may be a new secret to shooting big bucks like you did is change your attire and go a different route, huh?
Yes, sir.
Right on. Tell us a little bit about when you go out there and you're in your powered wheelchair. What kind of terrains are you covering there in the area that you hunt? Tell us a little bit about what your area that you hunt is like.
Well, this hunting area was if you go down a really long path, what we did was, since it was so long, we had a few of our friends meet up with a trailer that was being pulled by one of my buddies' truck.
Right.
And we all piled up onto the back of that trailer, and we went like maybe halfway down the path and walked the rest of the way so we wouldn't scare anything.
Right. So they actually hauled you down in, and you was able to get on down in there after that.
Yeah, it was a field at the end of the path, a big 230-yard field.
Wow, nice, awesome. What is there a food plot out in that field?
That there was, but to be on the safe side, we had deer corn on each side of the field.
Right.
Because as I was facing, I was at the corner of the field. Straight in front of me was one path, and to my left was another path. So we put deer corn on each side. So
you kind of like it's kind of like a crossroad there. When they come down either path, they got to hit the corn piles.
Yeah.
Awesome. When you're out there hunting, what was the temperature like that day that you harvested your buck?
It was actually kind of cold. Because I didn't kill it until right before dark, where before it was illegal. I shot it while it was still legal.
Right.
To shoot. I saw it in plain as day.
What kind of temperature are we talking?
It was sunny, a little cloudy, and maybe about 55 degrees.
55. That's getting down there. Does it matter? Does temperature bother you, Billy? Does it when it gets cold out? I mean, I know North Carolina, you're not really subsidal to real cold climates, but does the temperature bother you as far as being able to get out there?
No, sir, it doesn't. If it's hunting season, I'm willing to get out no matter how cold or hot it is.
Oh man, that's awesome. You got the drive that keeps you going, and that's what's awesome about you. What else do you do? He's talking about a ground blind. Let's talk about that a little bit. What kind of ground blind? Obviously you're in North Carolina. What kind of camouflage is on that ground blind?
It looks like real tree camo because
right.
it has a bunch of leaves and limbs and stuff.
You just a local store pickup ground blind then.
Actually, this one takes two people to put up because it has four windows. It's got one in front and one on each side and one behind me, so I can see at all directions.
Right, yeah. So you got 360-degree view pretty much.
Yes, sir.
What kind of was you rifle hunting? Was you bow hunting? Tell us what you harvested your buck with.
I killed my buck with a 7 mag.
Nice.
Which I will never shoot again.
Tell us about that. There's got to be a story behind.
I want to hear the story about this one.
Well, I saw the deer, and my adrenaline was pumping like crazy.
Well, maybe getting a little bit of buck fever, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It wasn't cold for the first 5-10 minutes. Let's just put it that way.
Yep.
Well, I had the scope on him, and I pulled the trigger after I was ready, and it went from there. I didn't even feel the pain until like 10 to 15 minutes after I shot the deer.
Oh, man. That adrenaline rush had that. You didn't feel the kick of the rifle until after the fact, right?
Yes, sir. And it was kind of funny because my stepbrother was like, "Did you see where he went?" I said, "All I know is he disappeared." And he's like, he disappeared. I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "That's because I think he stopped in his tracks."
Oh, he fell right down then.
Laid the creeper on him.
Yeah.
Laid the creeper on him, Jay was getting ready to say there. That's awesome.
He took a dirt nap.
Took a dirt nap. I'd like to hear that. Yeah. That's awesome. Getting into the 7mm, so did it leave you a big old bruise on your shoulder after you shot?
It did. A big one.
What's your plans for the shot next season besides the 7mm?
I just got a new rifle for Christmas. I got a Remington 308.
Nice.
So that's a little bit better. I've shot it over and over again. So.
Right.
Gotcha.
So it seems to fit you a little better.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
So no more bruises from shooting that gun.
No.
All right. So you're gonna be ready.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Good.
Have you done any bow hunting?
I have not yet, but I bought my first bow whenever I bought my ground blind.
Really?
The same day. Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit. Tell us what you bought.
I bought a mission bow. I don't know if I have another name for it, but
is that a compound or a crossbow? What is that?
I bought a compound. People were like, "Why didn't you get a bow? It'd be a lot easier for you." I said, "I wanted to be like most of the people out there, shooting compound bows."
Right. That's awesome, man. That's very cool. Is there when do you expect that you're going to be ready to compound bow hunt?
What was that?
When do you expect to be able to? Are you going to try this season to get out in the woods with your compound bow?
If I'm well enough, with this medical thing that I have going on, it could take months to heal.
Right.
I'm healing pretty good. I've been on bed rest actually for the past 2 months. So.
Gotcha.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I got you.
You feeling like you'd be ready for the fall?
Maybe. I should be.
Okay, gotcha. Billy, what would you tell other people that have challenges like yourself, who have considered hunting but decided not to? What would you tell them?
Well, first of all, I would ask them what was their reasoning for not doing it. And if they say that because I can't, because of my disability, I would be like, well, first of all, there is no such thing as I can't. That's out of the dictionary. I'll be like, you should be able to try. Everybody should have the mindset to be able to try everything, whether they have a disability or not, because you shouldn't let it stop you. Life is too short.
I couldn't agree with that more. That's fantastic, Billy. Are there some hunts that you would like to go on that you haven't yet?
I would like to go turkey hunting, but I haven't yet. So, turkey, and I would like to go bear hunting, but I'm afraid. I don't think I want to shoot a bear yet. I'm not that brave.
Yeah, I'm not a big bear hunter myself, Dusty. I don't know if you get into the bear hunting at all. I don't.
I don't like to hunt anything that's bigger than I am.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with. I have no problem with somebody that wants to take it, but for me, it's just I'm not a big fan of bear meat in general. I will eat it. I've had it done right. I've had it done wrong, and it's not appealing to me. And they're just like, it's like, at least with a deer, you have an antler, you can drag it out or something like that. But these things are big and they're just dead weight. I don't know. Doesn't seem worth the effort.
Yeah, that's why I haven't. That's another reason why I haven't went yet.
Is there turkeys in your area there, Billy?
Actually, where I killed my deer, there's a bunch.
No kidding.
We saw them every day I went hunting.
Sounds like you're in some prime time area location there. That's if you got turkey running around, that would be awesome if you could get out to do it. But I know you've got some medical items you've got to get cleared up first. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
But I kid you not. One day I went, there was 10. The next day I went, there was 20. And the next day I went, I bet there was at least 35.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a lot of turkeys.
What were those GPS coordinates again, Billy?
Tell him, say, get lost, Jay. You ain't coming.
Well, considering this land isn't mine, it belongs to my stepbrother's friend that's allowing me to hunt there. I can't do that.
I'm just busting on you, Billy.
I know.
I wouldn't do that. So, Billy, where do you want to take hunting from here? You want to pursue it as long as possible. I would assume you sound like an incredibly passionate deer hunter, like myself and like Dusty.
Well, I don't see myself stopping it for a long time. So you're right there. I just want to show the world, like, the more animals I kill, I want to show the world that nothing can hold you back from what you want to do. You can do anything that you put your mind to.
That's a huge message, Billy. That goes well beyond hunting.
Right on.
So, yeah, I'm down with that. Do anything you want to do, and don't let anything stop you.
It's
so
crazy.
It's really not.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Oh, no, you go ahead.
It's really not a passion of just hunting. It's a passion of wanting to help people and better each and everyone's lives that I possibly can.
Absolutely. That's
you're inspiring me just by talking, Billy. You know, I look up kind of like an idol. That you got the drive that I wish everybody had, that went to the woods and that had the passion for hunting like you do.
Yeah, well, it's not that easy, because people don't understand what I go through on a daily basis.
Right.
And to me, it's like some people take life for granted, and they shouldn't.
Right.
So I want to help them with that. I want to be an inspiration to people I come to.
Live life to the fullest while you've got the time here.
Yes, sir.
That's it. That is the message. Billy, what other big deer hunts have you been on? Have you harvested any other bucks besides that one?
I have not. That was actually my first deer ever.
Oh, no kidding.
Congratulations.
Well, I am honored to have that on the Big Buck Registry then, back when it first showed up. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Billy's first buck. Very nice. Well, Billy, this has been great, and thank you for taking some time to kind of explain how it is you do the things you do. And the message is strong and loud and clear, and thank you for expressing that here on the Big Buck Registry.
Yes, sir. And could I share one more thing?
Absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
Well, I don't know if I told y'all on the Big Buck Registry or not, but the way I pulled that deer out was I put a strap around its neck and I tied it to the back of my wheelchair and drug it out of the woods.
Oh, man, that's awesome, dude.
That's fantastic.
That's cool.
So that goes back to don't let nothing stop you.
Right.
You can do anything that you want to do.
So you got in. Well, first you got up. You got ready. You went out. You set up your blind. You were in your chair. You got out to your spot. You harvested a deer successfully. Then you dragged it out with your chair back to whatever vehicle you were driving.
Yes, sir.
And nothing got in the way.
No, sir.
You overcame every single obstacle that day.
Yes, sir.
What? That's fantastic. Just
That's an
fantastic.
awesome story.
Yep. Did you have any of the venison?
Oh, man, I had a bunch of it. It was amazing.
That's excellent. How do you like to prepare it?
132 pounds worth.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. How did you like to prepare it, Billy?
Well, I kind of let people do it for me. We had something called deer wraps.
Okay.
I
Explain.
don't know if you ever heard of it.
I haven't. Explain that
tell
some
us
more.
about it.
Yeah,
we want to know.
This sounds like a new thing. Go ahead.
Well, what it is little chunks of deer meat wrapped in bacon and cheese and maybe a pepper of some kind. And what you do is you let it sit on the grill with before then though, you let the steak sit in some kind of marinade sauce, and it is phenomenal. I love it.
My mouth's watering.
Yeah, I can.
Sounds excellent.
I can envision. So let me get this straight: bacon and venison.
Yes, bacon.
Bacon and venison. Bacon and venison. It just doesn't.
Amazing combo.
It's almost like they were made for each other. Yeah.
They are actually.
I've got the visual.
I've got I can almost taste it. Really.
Yeah. I can
really good.
visualize Dusty drooling right now over his microphone.
I'm looking for a napkin right here in the podcast studio, trying to find a napkin. The shirt sleeve might have to just work tonight.
Oh, and get this. It's also good with dove meat, too.
With what? Say it again.
Dove.
Dove.
Dove, yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
So you do the same thing, just wrap the bacon around the dove breast and put it on the grill?
Yep, it's good.
Oh, man.
Sounds like you guys eat well down there.
Yes, sir. We don't play with our deer meat. We get right to the point.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot, too. That sounds awesome. We may have to just make a journey down to North Carolina to eat some venison wrapped in bacon. Jim.
Yeah, I'll just show up for lunch.
My treat. Come on down.
Awesome. We thank you for that, Billy.
Excellent. Billy, you got any last stories to tell us before we depart here for a little while?
That's basically it. I just want the people to know that nothing can stop from doing what you want to do, and to have that mindset to where you can instead of what you can't. Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do,
right.
And then you'll overcome anything that you want.
That's awesome.
Great message.
Phenomenal.
Thank you, Billy.
Billy, I'm going to speak on behalf of me and Jay. You get out in the woods and you harvest another deer this year, we're going to have you back on.
Yes, sir. I'll be glad to come back.
We want to hear the story. It's you're an inspiration for everybody and all of our listeners, and we really appreciate you coming on and joining us.
Definitely.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Billy, go over to Chubby Tines Outdoors, which is Dusty's Facebook page, and check that out. And definitely, hang out over there and hang out over at the Big Buck Registry Facebook page. Keep us posted. Let us know about those things that you like and don't like that show up, whether it's a picture or comment or something silly. And if you wouldn't mind, at some point, I'll shoot you a link too. But go over to iTunes and give us a review about the podcast. Give us a 5-star.
Oh, okay. And what was the other Facebook page?
Chubby Tines Outdoors.
Okay. Could you send me that one as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll send you all the links.
Okay.
Yeah,
if
you get on Chubby Tines, which would be mine, definitely get me a picture, Billy, and I'll do a Saturday highlight with you.
Give you at work?
I'll put you on Saturday as like a highlighted hunter on my page, and maybe I'll put a little message on there that something about believe because you can do anything you want or something of that nature, and I'll leave it on there on a Saturday for you.
Okay, could you remind me to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Just Chubby Tines Outdoors on Facebook, and then just shoot me a message with a picture of your deer.
Okay, you might have to send me that email. I'm sorry, my memory's kind of bad.
No, that's not a problem.
I'll send you all the links, Billy.
Absolutely.
I'll send them all to you. And then, just check in with us. Let us know what's going on.
All right, sure will.
All right, Billy.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.